Mark, how are you?
I'm very well, Michael. Hi.
Welcome to Vegas. You did the non-traditional jury, head of the jury.
That's correct, yes.
So what was your top five favourites?
Well, fortunately, we were in a category where the world's best work this year was present. Metro Trains, of course, Don't Waste the Dye, led the pack. The beautiful work from Latin America for Dove, Real Beauty Sketches, Victoria FC, My Blood is Red and Black, the Organ Donation Society. We also had #Killer, some beautiful work in the alcohol category for beer, from Heineken, the candidate, and a raft of other things that really, I think, forced the jury to really focus on what non-traditional was and what we were looking for. And of course, Coca-Cola had a mass presence with Coke small wheel machines, and also the shareable can was present. So we had a rich variety of work, and it was inspirational because it was clearly the strongest category of the week, where nothing was really absent from the category.
The world's best was entered.
It was clearly the world's best, and everybody entered, and it was a joy to judge.
Yeah. So. Do you praise your jury? Was it a good jury to be on?
Really good jury. I mean, an experienced jury from around the world. They came from all parts of the world, from Germany, Latin America, the USA. Great debate, great intelligent debate, and
they had good reasons for why they liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the most important thing when you judge something. I hate being on juries whether you like something or dislike something. I like it because, I dislike it because, it can be better if it did this. So there has to be a very clear, concise, articulate analysis of work and a reason for being. And particularly with this quality of work, it was great debate and a lot of very strong opinions, what really made it a gold. It was a joy to take part in.
Overall, have you awarded the gold, silvers and bronzes?
Yes, all the medals have been.
But was it a pretty tight list at the top, in terms of golds, or were you quite generous?
As always, I mean, we waded through something like 840 pieces, and you consider that today's world is a case, and each case is 2 to 3 minutes long, so you multiply that, it was a long time wading through the volume of work that was entered this year over the course of the first 2 days. But when we got to the shortlist, to the finalists, it was full of incredible thinking, first and foremost, and inspired creativity and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful examples of what modern day communication is. And then the debate began, what really was the best, and the cream always rises. I mean, it's very, very rare that you don't find the best work nestling in that pack. So there was general consensus what was great, and then the debate then raged around what really warranted an award. Because awards are a barometer of the health of our industry, and it's really important that we award work that, first and foremost, is best in class, but more importantly, inspires. And we were looking for a body of work that really was inspirational for each and every one of us.
Yeah, there seems to be a theme amongst them all, that there's a lot of causes in there, and clients are really doing a lot of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think brands realize today that they have to do so much more than just advertising. And they have to create human value, and social causes obviously are becoming important to brands to play a part in a greater world. And we saw amazing work. I mean, the work from Latin America, particularly from Brazil, was inspirational.
Yeah,
if you were looking for two countries yet again that were leading by example, it was Sao Paulo from Brazil and Sydney, Melbourne from Australia.
Yeah.
Obviously, Don't Waste the Dye, small wheel machines from New Zealand, driving dogs. We had My Blood is Red and Black, the organ donations again for another football team, and of course, one of the great pieces of work this year, Dove, Real Beauty Sketches.
Yeah.
So it was jam-packed full of amazing thinking, and there were not many surprises. There weren't that many pieces of new work that I hadn't seen prior to the show. But then when you distill it right down to the best of the very, very best, it was pretty strong. Well, incredibly strong.
So how was, you mentioned there's countries, but how was, it sounds like Europe's a little bit having a watershed year or something, in England particularly. Was there much good work out of doing that?
Not really a great deal from the UK.
Maybe in other categories you're probably finding.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Print
As always, I mean, there's always the focus on the quality of work coming from the, the countries that are synonymous with leading the pack, like the USA and the UK, obviously over the last 10, 20, 30 years have led by example.
Oh, totally.
And so we're always looking for those examples of work that really inspire. We saw a lot of work from Belgium and Italy that was really, really strong, particularly in this category, non-traditional. And the work for Coca-Cola, the work for Carlsberg, the work for Heineken was inspired, particularly the candidate, which I think is an extraordinary piece of work and beautiful in its concept and immaculate in its execution, and that was loved by everybody. As I said, Latin America was strong, some glimpses from North America, but predominantly it was, again, not dissimilar to Cannes this year. It was usually the usual suspects. But having said that, we're here to award and find the best work, and the best work is coming at this moment in time from those two countries.
It's the end of the season, isn't it?
Well, it's the end of it's the end of the year, and I mean, what's different with this show is it starts in July 2012 and straddles across the calendar year to 2013 July.
Yeah.
So we saw a lot of work that seemed old, and a lot of new work. But you mash it all together, it's pretty cool. And the other thing that stood out to me this week was the creative conversations.
Of course, yeah.
That was quite exceptional. I mean, I take my hat off to Barbara Levy and the LIA board, who, who've been incredibly generous, giving back something to the industry and investing in the next generation of creative people. We had 65 people from around the world who were eager to learn, who were just like human sponges, absorbing everything and challenging the status quo, looking for new ways of thinking, and just ignited the whole process and the whole week with just an energy and a focus.
Which makes it a very unique event.
It makes it incredibly unique, and I love the fact that the industry is giving back and reinvesting in the future of our industry. And that is, as I say, an amazing...
And they're allowed in the last
gift.
part of the jury
The last part, in the final day, we had all of the young creatives in the room, a fly on the wall, watching the debate as it raged, really looking at how work is analysed in depth. As I said earlier on, this is not I like it, I dislike it. I like it because... And there has to be very clear, concise reasons why work is great, over and above just being a subjective thing. So there was lots of strong opinion, lots of intelligent debate, lots of interrogation. But at the end of the day, as always, there is general consensus around what is brilliant. And we were looking for work that was literally brilliant. And Dumb Ways to Die, Dub Real Beauty Sketches, #Killer, all of those pieces of work are quite exceptional and are leading the industry by example this year.
Thanks, mate.
It's a pleasure.
See you soon.